All right. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna make this language learning update. Tell you the situation of what's going on. Now, I remember people on Kiwi farms think that I learn a language just by buying books. No, that's not how it goes. They want to paint me as being that stupid. Because in reality, they're fucking stupid. And I just love how Kiwi farms got destroyed on social media. But yeah, from what I can tell, I'm only focusing on one language, and that is Japanese. Okay? I met some friends who are in Japan, well, met them online, but still. They were pretty nice to me, they're pretty welcoming to me, and I just really appreciate that. Yeah, Japan is one of the friendliest countries out there, and yeah, it just gives me the incentive to learn Japanese more. Basically, have a more intensive study on Japanese over the rest. Basically, Japanese is one of those languages that's going to take a while for sure, yes. Not only do I have to practice the kanji, the other writing system, which I pretty much got it down with the writing system, but the kanji and stuff, I had like 100 to 200 of them memorized so far. That's not enough, but still. To be able to read in Japanese would probably help me with the ability to conjure senses in Japanese and so on and so forth. I'm just going to be straight up honest to you. Japanese is not that hard, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion and my experience. But it's still going to be a very time consuming language, nonetheless. I have a feeling it's a possible chance that I may have got it down with my potential to be very dedicated to that language, putting all the other languages aside and just only focus on that one. But also doing it with a method like flashcards and stuff has been really helping me. And no, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but Migaku has really been helping me with memorizing the kanji when it comes to flashcards. Basically, it's basically the flashcard method as well as like kind of putting it with a bit of input too, so you know how to say them more. Kind of like that. It's basically with that it does help me, and maybe it might be the technique to help me get it to a better level. And to be honest, with 2 years of more consistent learning, and I'm saying more consistent. I'm not saying very consistent. I'm saying more consistent. And mind you, I started this way back in 2020 on this shitty app Duolingo, and it didn't teach me shit. Okay, had the app Monly, which did better with it. It did better, help me understand how to say stuff in Japanese more. But my experience with Migaku has been more amazing than before. Honestly, it just helps me remember the kanji and how to say stuff in Japanese a bit more since it's more built around Japanese learning. And I think that's where it got start from was with the Japanese learning. Japanese learners are usually very dedicated learners and stuff like that. So yeah, whether I might be a polyglot may come. I don't know when. Maybe sometime. I don't know. Man, what the fuck is this white light thing up here? Is this the daylight or something? Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah. sticking to Japanese and sticking to that language, because honestly, I do get in touch with people who speak Japanese more than any other foreign language, even more than Spanish, mind you. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have plans for trying to be fluent in Spanish, but right now I'm focused on Japanese. And until I get it to a very good level, leaving the others out for a bit. All right. The idea of studying two languages at once it could seem possible, yeah, but I'm only going with one language at once just to see if I can be really capable of learning a language. Now, this is going to take a while, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So long as it works. So long as it works, it makes me happy. So long as it works. That's the fun of it. Alright, when I get Japanese done, I may go with another language, try to get Spanish down, and then maybe I can collect maybe a few more. I'd say maybe German or French or Russian or Mandarin Chinese. I'm saying like or something like that. Considering with the kanji knowledge of Japanese, it probably would tempt me to learn like Mandarin Chinese. And since that's like the biggest language in the world, probably. But yeah. Japanese is regarded as one of the most time consuming languages, regarded as the hardest language in Foreign Service Institute. But that ain't gonna stop me. But yeah. I the real reason why I'm just staying with like Japanese at this point is because like it's the only other language community that I've really got in touch with, and that's just that. Really, honestly. So yeah.